Alright, here for match 1 with more Rakdos Vamps. This hand's middling, but it's fine overall. Don't have the combo, but we do have decent early pressure plus some redraws potentially with the blood tokens, so I think we're up against good old Greasefang. Ironically, which is a deck I've run into a couple of times lately after having not seen it in quite some time. Could try to represent Fatal Push here, but I don't think it's really going to matter, so... Alright, if they have Greasefang, we're just dead here, so... Interesting card for the party. Alright, so we have that. There's different version of that's kind of annoying, but Duress. Which card? Archfiend of Dross is like okay, but it is a bit difficult to tap out in this matchup, so maybe those are just supposed to be the ones that are supposed to go. And then sure. Which one of these actually matter? Can't currently cast those two. That one's the longest term problem. We'll just try to cut them off of... Well, we need to literally the Ripper Vein Ripper here. We're probably just gonna die. Sometimes auto tappers are worse enemy, but that was a risky hand to keep, and we just didn't draw any help. Alright, this hand has a 1-lander. Can't really risk keeping it. This hand's kind of middling. We'll put back one of the lands here. Should have killed the other one. Oh well. Yep, how many mistakes can I make? A lot, apparently. Alright, cage in. We're up against Rakdos Transmog here, so... Turn 1 Thoughtseize, or Duress. Goodbye Fable would be my guess. Interesting timing. Honestly surprised they didn't attack with Bankbuster there. Well aware this basically puts us dead to Transmogrify, but I think we're so far behind anyway, it doesn't really matter. Alright, matchup number 3. Once again, very middling. Try this hand, put back a land. Blue-white, no surprise there. It's gonna pass. So next turn I want a double spell. That's why I didn't do anything here. Probably should have played this earlier, that way next turn we can try to possibly fire this up. Okay. Not sure why he didn't do that during combat, but pack it in here. You already have the answer to. I have the Eye Tyrant. Alright, those are fine. Duress is fine. And Sand is pretty decent. Obviously we need to draw land somewhere in here, but okay, still would love to draw land, obviously. Don't care about Portable Hole. Of course they had a counterspell on top. I guess we should have gone with Fable there. Problem is, let's deal with that. And I'll take the opportunity to cast this, but kind of a rough run, and we are dead. Alright, we're here with a quick wrap with Rakdos Vamps, a quick 0603. Certainly had some minor misplays or mulligans on my part that certainly contributed to our thing, especially game one potentially against Rakdos Transmog. But I don't think Blue-White Yorion or Rakdos Transmog are probably the best of matchups but I digress. And then, you know, we had the wrong kind of hand against our Greasefang opponent both games. We had the aggressive no interaction hand against their graveyard draw, and then we had the graveyard hate half the combo Thoughtseize draw against their, you know, Raffine's Informant, Sentinel of the Lost City, shoulder draw. So not the best day. And a little side note, when I played some further matches with Victorious combo, also not the best day. So not sure what's going on with the user interface on Arena right now. I've tried adjusting some things, but the sideboards are not showing up. So the sideboard I'm going to read off too quick. 2 Duress, 1 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Damping Sphere, 2 Knight of the Dusk Shadow, 1 Ashiok, 2 Liliana, 2 Path of Peril, and 3 Leyline of the Void. Hopefully the deck list will export correctly for the video. I know this deck has a good pedigree, and I know it's done reasonably well, but every time I play this deck, I don't know if I don't aggressively mulligan enough with the deck to the combo, or what exactly I'm doing wrong, but I never seem to have the best of results with this deck. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't know that this or the Transmog or regular Rakdos midrange are the best version in the format right now. I know the deck continues to put up results, and it's kind of hard to discount that, but overall, I'm not a fan of the deck, not a fan of the mana. I know it has this powerful, like, late game or early game combo. You have what amounts to a fairly reasonable Rakdos midrange deck. Otherwise, you know, Preacher of the Schism isn't terrible. Fable's a nice card. You know, there were some sequencing errors throughout our games today. For instance, possibly should have left on Fable when we know our opponent left a card on top. Good chance it was a counter spell. And then maybe we could have resolved Sorin, Vein Ripper, and had a chance against blue-white. But as far as the rest of the deck, it's Rakdos midrange. It's solid overall. Just get the bugs out of your system if you haven't played the deck in a little while before you try to take it into a big event. So it's Rakdos Vamps. I mean, it's a solid deck. Kind of hard to argue, even if I don't always have the best results with the deck.